What's up guys, Golden Indie Vlogspot here. Today I'm doing a tier list of all of the zombies in Plants vs Zombies 2. These are ranked on like how hard it is to tackle the zombies, how much of a threat they are. Pretty simple way, they've got 5 categories. From bottom to top we've got easy peasy, ha 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 ha, not much of a threat. The middle, tough nuts to crack, and will eat your brains out. Here are all the zombies I have. I just imported these from a computer, so that's why the sizes are all different. Look what's going on with the seagull zombie over here. Looks like he's been beheaded. Some quick basic rules. There's only one of the 3 standard zombies for regular conehead and buckethead. Gargantuas are only in if they're slightly different to normal ones. I put Knight's blockheads and fossil heads as all separate ones because they kind of have different strengths and weaknesses. Imps are also in if they're different. I think that's all I really need to say there. First up, we have everyone's favourite Wild West zombie, the Zombie Bull. You know the one. Now, I feel like this one doesn't appear enough in adventure mode to really be a threat there. But when it comes to pinata parties, arena and stuff like that, and the Wild West expansion levels, can get quite difficult. Especially if you've not got anything set up in order to block the imp, because it could end up throwing onto your lawnmowers or even at the player's house. So, I think tough nuts to crack might be a good one. Funny, because you often need tall nuts in order to stop it from throwing its bull over. Next, we have the Zombie King. Now, this already got complicated from the second one because the king can't actually eat your brains or anything or your plants. Well, actually, I think he can crush it if you put it on the rightmost tile. But giving night helmets to zombies is no slouch. So, I think this one belongs in tough nuts as well. That's fair enough, yep. Next we have the Mecha Football Zombie. This is in my hardest zombies list, so I think that's automatically goes and will eat your brains out. Or in this case, push your brains out, I guess. Next up, the Glitter Zombie. I remember finding this one really difficult when I first started Neon Mixtape Tour, but truth be told, it's not that difficult. I suppose you just need laser beams or fume streams and stuff like that. Maybe even fat beams sometimes. But then again, I suppose they could knock it out if they get too close. I feel like the middle is a suitable tier for that. Probably more closer to up than down, so it's closer to tough nuts to crack than to not much of a threat. Next is the Importer. Remember that one in Lost City where that drags camps down that spawns of the zombies? I would say this is easily the hardest imp just because of its toughness. But even then, I wouldn't really consider it that hard. I think the middle is a suitable place for now, but I might end up dropping it down later on. Next is the Boombox Zombie, and although I think it's the last zombie introduced in Neon Mixtape Tour, but honestly I'd say it's the easiest by quite a long shot. I mean, sure, it disables plants briefly, but it has to get close enough to do that. And some plants like fat beasts are immune to it anyway. Also, it kind of helps sometimes because it might interrupt something like the punk jam, which makes the zombies faster. I would go with not much of a threat. Now we have the Brickhead Zombie, which is the old expansion pack tough ones. I think they can survive instant kills, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, let's put them there. Tomb Razors. Well, there are ways to stall these guys, but I'd say these are easily in the top 10 most annoying zombies. Not sure how much of a threat they are. There's tons of them, it can get pretty tricky. Is middle suitable? I'd say middle suitable. The Imp Dragon Zombie. Although they can survive fire shots, that doesn't really stop them from being easy. Peasy, nonetheless. I can't see what the next zombie is because there's a lens flare on my screen. Oh, with that Blockhead Zombie from Frostbite Caves. This one's a hard set of 3. It kind of sucks that this one has to come up first. Night Zombie can be affected by Magnet Shroom, and the fossil one's slower, so I'd say this is the hardest. I'd say it's just about tough nuts to crack. It's one of the easiest for that category, but it's still in the tough nuts to crack one. The Arcade Zombie is no easy thing. I suppose it's harder than the Troglodyte because I think it pushes less machines, but they can spawn a buckheads. Well, the frozen blocks are just for imps, so I'd say it's harder than the Troglodytes. We now have the Breakdance Zombie, I think it's called. One of the easy Neon Mixtape Tour ones, but it's still pretty difficult, especially if it's kicking a Gargantua ahead of him. We'll get to him soon. Should it be? I think middle's the suitable one for now. It's not even the hardest one of its own jam. The Balloon Zombie, I suppose it's considerably easier in this than it is in Plant vs Zombies 1. Both of them, of course, can be repelled by the Blover, which is kind of a recurring theme on some of these. Although they can cause a loss of level straight away if you've not got the right plants for it. I'd say middle, bordering into tough nuts. What do we have next? I think that's a basic zombie. Might have something on his head that's been cut off. It's obvious, isn't it? Basic zombie pretty much speaks for himself. So let's put it in easy peasy. The Dodo Rider. I might be wrong here, but I think this zombie was pretty tough first, but then got nerfed by quite a bit. And I saw another one where you can just use a blow breeze. It's not mid-air all the time, but when it is flying, you can just blow it away. So, yeah, middle suitable. Ah, the Chicken Wrangler. I think I put the Weasel Horde on my hardest zombies list, but not this one. It still deserves to go and will eat your brains out, I think, because in certain circumstances, it can cause a loss of a level. Next up is the Imp Cannon. Another one similar to the Night Zombie because it doesn't attack itself. This one I think is the hardest part of a sea zombie. When it's ranged, it can be pretty difficult to get plants to counter it. And also, if you just lost all your lawnmowers, but one of those is still around, it can still cause a loss by shooting imps into it. So I think that's enough to get it into tough nuts. And next up is his good pal, the Barrel Roller Zombie. I used to find this one quite hard, but there's so many counters for it. You can use a spike weed, you can use a spring bean, you can use a lob plant, you can use one that shoots from behind. At this point, I think it's got way too many weaknesses to be anywhere above the middle. Hair Metal Gargantua. The Explorer Zombie is... I've honestly never found it this hard. I think the first one we introduced, I can instantly destroy plants, but... I'm sure I can charge right through without even stopping a little bit, but... I think not much of a threat, to be honest. You can easily use a carriage bolt to take it out, especially if you use plant food. This next one's a basic flag zombie. It's easy, isn't it? The Piano Zombie. Do you remember back in the days when this could be killed by the chili beam for some reason, despite the fact it crushes plants? It makes zombies dance and crushes plants, but I think this one goes in the middle, right by the Barrel Roller Zombie. You know, the other rolling one. The Prospector. It's basically got the same health as a normal zombie, but flying to the side can be difficult if you've not got the right counter. It's a nightmare in Big Bad Butt if you've not got the split pea or starfruit or anything like that. I think that is enough to get it into the middle then. Now, we have our Headless Pal, the Seagull Zombie. This one I used to find pretty difficult because its speed and how it's got more health than it says in the Almanac, but the Blover just made these guys much easier, so I think at this point it should go in not really much of a threat. Next up, it's a Sunday Edition Zombie. I don't need to explain this one, do I? The Torchlight Zombie. Now, this is one that I think just about kept off my hardest zombies list. Mostly because it's not really dangerous at all if you have a chilling plant, and there's not only quite a few chilling plants, but now you've got the old, I can't remember what it's called, the Ice Mint one. Even though it's the worst mint by far, I think. It's pretty good for these guys, so... Should I go in Tough Nuts or the middle? I think Tough Nuts, because I did struggle with this when playing the Ancient Egypt pack. But it's not one of the hardest Tough Nuts ones. The Relic Hunter Zombie, the one with a turquoise skull that shoots them. It's like a wild zombie, but pretty powerful. Although it has to get close enough not to do anything. Yes, put it in the middle. The Bug Bot Imp it's a bit tricky at times. Especially when you get the bot swarm. You can use EMP and Blow, I guess, but yeah, they're not the easiest. And when throwing my Gargantua, they're quite a big thing to deal with too. Middle. The Jester Zombie. I regret not putting this on my hardest zombies list. I think it's an honourable mention, but honestly it should have gone on the actual list itself. I mean, it's not really dangerous if you've got the right plants to counter it, if you don't bring any projectile firing ones, but not only does that severely limit your arsenal, but when they come in pinata pies and stuff where you can't control what plants you have, these are freaking annoying. I think it is definitely worthy of the eat your brains out tier. Next to the Jurassic Rock Puncher. Well, you can't knock it back. I can't remember how much health it has compared to the Jurassic Bully. It's not that hard to deal with if you're using stuff like Explode Nuts, but those don't appear everywhere. I think we'll put it in the top tier for now. The Night Zombie, as previously established, just weaker than the Blockhead one. Should it go middle? Yeah, it should, because Magnus Room's voted to counter these. I'm sure they can pretty much be spawned when you've got kings around, but I think middle's suitable. I'm not sure if it really deserves to be in the same tier with the Bug Bottom, though. We'll get to that at the end. The old Jurassic Imp. I put this one in because it's got less health, but it moves faster. They can be quite the nuisance at the beginning of levels when you're not got your defense down yet. I mean, once you have got them down, it's easy to take them out, but I think that moves it above the bottom tier. I need to adjust my screen recording now, actually, because I've got built up another row.
12 seconds later.
And now we have the dreaded newspaper zombie. I mean, they gave you shadow shrooms and, what's the other one? The Grimrose, that's it. My favourite modern day plant. To counter it. It's just on the Sunday edition zombie, it just makes it seem much easier. Actually, yeah, it's going hard, just because I'm just struggled with them initially. Hello, I've got the bug wet infant twice. Awkward. So there's going to be one left behind then. Auto Zombie, 100% the hardest here. MC Zombie. Well, I suppose just using range plants is not really much an issue. I know I put this on my hardest list, but I think I'd now demote this to second hardest category. Probably the hardest in that one so far though. The Parasol Zombie. Oh yeah, just a lob shot shielding one. It's a dangerous combination with a shovel zombie, but I think it only deserves to go not much of a threat. The Pelican Zombie. The only real difference is that it's fast, and you can block them with basic walnuts and stuff. It's not like the Blastronaut zombies where they actually get more health, so... And they don't have an extra ability. I think that it should just go in the middle. It's probably easiest out of the veteran zombies. The Pirate Captain, well, the Parrot's obviously the threat here. But the Blover once again made it much easier. Should it go in the middle? I suppose, yeah, middle's the best one for it. The swashbuckler guy from Lost City that I can't quite remember the name of right now. Blastronaut Zombie, I already spoke about this. I think this deserves to go in Tough Nuts. The Poncho Zombie's a tricky one to rank because it either has a great or doesn't. Bunch can use Magstream, but this complete randomness makes it harder. I think middle though. The goddamn Punk Zombie. This one I've had a lot of issues with over the years. I think this one deserves some Tough Nuts. It's one of the hardest in NMT. Camel Zombies. Oh, you use a boomerang, you're pretty much settled. I think not much of a threat. They can get in quite long groups sometimes. Conehead's pretty obviously the basic ones and easy peasy. This should go not much of a threat. Because at level 1 you'll often need 2 plants to counter it. Var Zombie. It literally just steals sound and that's it. And it slows it down, so that's easy peasy. Fisherman. Yeah, that goes and will eat your brains out. It reels them out like every 5 seconds, I think, and that's pretty fast and pretty hard to counter. Okay, I didn't even know I had the Yeti Zombie here, but it's not much of a threat to you. It's harder to beat, though, because you need to get the coins from it and it runs away. It's not exactly dangerous, so I think that deserves to go not much. The Fossil Head. These, I feel just because of Dinosaur, these should go a tier above the Night Zombies. So let's put it with the Blockhead. Oh, the Blockhead's tougher because it's faster, but that doesn't allow any dinosaurs to drag it to the side of the lawn and kill you. Your boy, the Hunter Zombie. This one's... I feel like this one's hard until you buy the 5p shooter, then that just makes the whole thing a lot easier. Mid-tier. The Gargantua Prime. Well, I think it's... strength outweighs weaknesses. It's slow and can be stopped by the impeach, but it can smash twice, has a harder bug bot, and can shoot lasers at your plants. Yeah, that should have gone will eat your brains out. I think it should actually, just with how hard it is on Terraform tomorrow. Oh, the basic jetpack zombie. It's harder than the sequel zombie. It can fly over defensive plants. I still think they deserve to be... They're definitely harder than... They're significantly harder than sequel zombies. That knocks them above. The shield zombie. And this is another one where the Almanac is completely wrong about its toughness, because it's a lot tougher than it says in there. Although, laser beams your main combat, they take a while to beat them. I'll say middle, because the other machines are so much tougher. And that's how I'm ranking them now, apparently. The bug, this one literally depends whether it's the basic Conehead or Buckethead. And, I mean, you can just use Blover, can't you? And you've got Kernel Ball, which can also knock the bug down instantly, so... Middle, probably bordering on not much of a threat here. The Shovel Zombie... I think this goes in Tough Nuts. I wouldn't quite consider it one of the hardest. Most people would consider it, but I feel like if you just, use plants that don't shoot straight or can penetrate through the shovel, it's easy. I mean, I put the Jester Zombie will eat brains out for that reason, but I think what's that? The zombie's eating the Jester. Swashbuckler. I mean, it's just a base zombie that lands halfway through the lawn, isn't it? This can be quite tricky when it comes to trample the flowers levels, but I think it's definitely easy to. The good old Buckethead. It's middle, isn't it? It just makes sense. Robocone. They're slower than the rest, and they don't have any other eating features, but they've still got enough toughness to be a threat, so yeah, tough nuts. Just kidding, what's the stupid blue thing I got there? The Discotron. Should it be tough nuts? I feel like all of them. I feel like Disco and yeah, the Robocone should be tough nuts. The Pharaoh Zombie, I've only got it in its out of sarcophagus form. This one got nerfed because you can now just destroy it instantly with an instant kill. I think it should be tough nuts though, because say if your defensive relatively weak, you crack the sarcophagus, but then you just got the fast regular zombie on its own. Yeah, tough nuts. It's suitable. The Flag Rally Zombie. It's kind of like a fast cone head now. I think it deserves to go not much. The Rodeo Legend. Should this go? Yeah, it should go now, just because it takes out plant instantly, doesn't it? Super Fan Zombie. Or just, you know, modern day imp with the foam fingers. Should it go? I'm tempted to say either this one, because I think there's a glitch that stops from blowing up whenever the film zombies kick it. I mean, it should be harder, but it's really not, so. Surfer Zombie. If you don't kill it on land, then it's bound to crush a plant with the surfboard. I think that's enough to put it in the second highest. The Troglodyte. It's weaker than the Arcade Zombie, and I put that in Tough Nuts, so I think the Troglodyte deserves to go in the middle. Weasel Hoarder will eat your brains out, no doubt about it. The Wizard Zombie. It's easier than the Octopus, but it's still. I feel like the semi at this one in the Willy brains out, it's got less credibility, so I think it should go in the second highest, but definitely one of the hardest ones there. The Snorkel Zombie, I think should be middle because of how protected it is in the water. Oh, looks like they've grown again. I don't think there'll be any more of an easy piece at this point anyway, so I don't think I need to expand it. Jurassic Bully. Is it Blitzer Bully? Jurassic Bully? It's honestly not really a tough if you're not using the primal pea shooter. I think that goes mid. The Gargantua. It's got more health, hasn't it? So that definitely deserves to go on the top tier. I mean, sure, it's slower, but usually having more health is better than being fast, so. And hey now, it's the All-Star Zombie. We saved it for last. That should go in the top tier as well, I think. I mean, I know I've kind of got quite a lot at this point, but. Yeah. Okay, now, final adjustments. It's really clustered around the hard parts, and there's barely any in the easy one. Camel go in the easy tier, because honestly, they're not really much of a threat at all now. No, I think that's what I'll settle with. So, thanks for watching this video. Give me suggestions for more like tier lists and stuff to do in the comments. Bye.